Good morning, Greg here, burner at both ends, burner on the front end of May 31st. It's Thursday morning, 2018, 6:19 a.m. Pacific. Just really having a solid week. I'm excited for what's going on, developments, building on things. And so I thought that this morning would be a great time to kind of take a review of where I'm at, what I'm working on, how I'm burning on both ends. I mean, of course, I got all these posts. And I'm thinking about that as well, but now I want to focus on the actual, the work, the collaborations, the I-Core, the startup work, all those things. Make sure that the things I'm working on now are still in alignment with my long-term objectives. And so this is pretty much just a goals update on progress and objectives. I just want to get a summary of what's going on, so I can just analyze what I'm currently working on. Have a look at my long-term vision and make sure that things are in alignment, because what I'm concerned about, and you might hear the BART train there, what I'm concerned about is, as these opportunities kick up, it kind of gets a little crazy, especially with this channel, and then I'm going to be rolling out Instagram and the whole ends thing. I just want to make sure that I'm not just keeping busy with busy work. I want to make sure that I'm making progress and moving things forward, and that's a critical thing, because that's a trap that one can fall in, is just doing busy work, right? Being busy to stay busy, but not really having like a longer term vision, into the, with the goals. And so I'm going to break down my three major things I'm working on, and then my take on it, and that'll be today's post. So the first thing is I-Core. Now this thing is just, I know that this is going to be a huge focus in the next 8 weeks. It really kicks off on Tuesday, June 5th. Fly to Colorado on Monday. And this is going to be just 8 weeks of awesome training, really going to get out of my comfort zone. And, the way I see it, the only way I could fail at this is if I just don't fully commit to it and just go all in, which is what I'm doing right now. I got three major things in I-Core I'm working on, this systematizing I-Core, right? So I've enrolled my team to try to use Smartsheet for our contact list and our new idea capture. So I created the Smartsheet yesterday, created the web form, added it to our website, sent it out to the team, so they're going to start using it. I am building a Google site just to kind of capture all the administrative things, and it has links to everything and the innovation within platform. Just kind of like a hub, so that way it's like you go to the website and you can kind of get to anywhere that you need to get to, because I find that that can be a very time-consuming thing. It's just, where are things and finding things. How many times have I been searching my inbox for this magical email that has this thing in it that I need? Drives me nuts. So that's why I love the Google site. Creates a nice hub. And then the big next step here is to play with this innovation within platform. This is this I-Core specific, kind of almost like proprietary thing. I think I can only access it through I-Core. But that can wait till the weekend or the flight out, or even once I get there. It doesn't seem like a very, I've clicked through it. It doesn't seem like a very complicated platform. It seems pretty straightforward. But at the end of the day, everything needs to end up in there. So I need to get really efficient at using it, because I can't be bogged down with clicking and clacking, as I say, in that platform and figuring it out too late. I need to really kind of figure it out in the front end, so that way I can just figure out how to use it and leverage my time with it. So next big thing are the connections. I'm doing a solid job here. Got a bunch more phone calls this week. Today. Connected with a bunch of folks. Getting into my storytelling, hearing their stories, asking where I can help. Already helping some teams, which is great. And then my goal is to set up a meet and greet meeting Monday night when we all get into Colorado, at the hotel bar or something like that, just so we can put faces to names and shake hands and press flesh and all that good stuff. The third major component is we're starting on setting up the interviews, right? So we got to set up some interviews for when we're in Colorado. And the challenge for us here is that our specific applications, those industries, aren't really in Colorado or in Denver, in the Denver area. There's lots of clean tech, lots of clean energy industries, not really where we're going or what we need. So I'm getting creative on reaching out to folks. So I'm looking to just reach out to entrepreneurs, people that are involved in technology, I want to interview them. I want to talk to them about our technology. Well, I guess as far as the iCore goes, I really can't talk about our technology, but just see what they know about accelerators, about some of these applications that we're looking into, and just see what comes up. And maybe this is just going to be a great place to get referrals, because that's the other critical thing about these interviews is you talk to someone that has a great network and they're going to refer some people. Hey, I think you should talk to Joe about that. Joe's been working with so-and-so for 20 years. He knows about that. That's a great way to get more interviews. And then I'm also asking other teams and our instructors for help with connections, right? I mean, tap into their networks. I mean, they know better their people than obviously I do. And so talk out loud, storytell about what we're working on, and see who can help. So that's iCore. So iCore, I mean, it's just a big bulk of my time right now. I'm really excited about it. And so, and I know that iCore is in complete alignment with what I want to do, right? It's tech transfer, it's entrepreneurism, it's out of my comfort zone. So there's no doubt that a heavy focus on iCore is a wonderful thing for me. The second thing are my collaborations, especially around voice. And around my social media platforms, which voice is, right? So this ENS platform that I'm totally into. So I had a great connection yesterday, and now I'm working with this vocal coach, and she sent me her, if you remember, she had taken an entrepreneurism class at a local university, and so now she has this whole business plan and this whole package around an idea that she has around voice. And so she sent it to me, so now it's time for some due diligence, have a look at it, see what's up with it. So have some bubbly water here. Love my bubbly water. So that's what's going on there. My other collaboration is with this gentleman Peter that I met in New York City. I had a great meeting with Peter, met him for the first time. Just a lot of synergies popped up. I mean, we just really connected. And so he's got this donation app project that he's working on right now. And we definitely, I want to work with him on it. So we're going to take a step forward in that direction. We have a call today. So I'm excited to hear about it. And I also have an agreement with him. And this will be my first time running an agreement through my work, because my work has to have a look at it because of my employment agreement. So they have to actually put a little bit of language in this side work. But it'll be my first experience in sending this through my work or my company and just seeing what they say. I don't think it's going to be a problem because it's totally unrelated to what I'm working on at work. And they're just mostly worried about conflict of interest. So we'll see how that goes. But I'm excited about the call today to get some information on the vision of Peter's project and just kind of learn some of the some of the details about his deployment of it. And I have started some customer discovery, iCore-like, about this donation space, right? He's got a specific app that is used for specific nonprofits that are seeking donations. And so I need to learn about this donation space. What are the, what's the pains, what's the gain? I mean, this is classic iCore customer discovery. And the cool thing is that since I really don't know much about his app, I'm just talking to folks that I know that have nonprofits, and they're constantly fundraising, and just tell me how that goes and what it's like and what you're looking for and what's difficult and what's hard and what's easy and what's simple, things like that. So, and then the third thing is, I'm going to be rolling out an Instagram page probably after iCore. I want to get through iCore first, but that's great because now I'm just collecting data and information for collaborations, right? So this is going to be collaborations on my kind of 4 pillars of this channel: engineering/technology, business, entrepreneurism, music, and food. And so I'm collecting data points and folks to collaborate with. I'm going to farmers markets for the food thing, of course the music thing. That's an easy one for me to find. And so I'm just kind of figuring out who I'm going to reach out to, kind of crafting this pitch I'm going to give to collaborate with people. I'm also collecting some resources, people that can help me make content, because the goal here is to reach out to these folks and offer to make free content for whatever kind of social media they have. And what's that? That's a garbage can. Garbage truck. Today is not garbage day. I wonder why they're driving through. Usually it's on Tuesday. That's loud. So anyway, I'm looking for these collaborations, and I'm kind of developing in my mind this pitch. And I've learned that this is like how my brain works, is that like I think about these ideas, and then kind of like offline my brain just begins working on them, and then all of a sudden I'll just be sitting there and just a bunch of ideas will just pop out about this thing that I've been working on. And that's sort of how my brain works, and I really appreciate that about it. So yeah, so the Instagram collaborations, it's now just more of a, collect information, think about the pitch, think about how I'm going to offer this free content, think about how I'm going to move in the direction of the collaborator, whatever they need, since I'm the one building my channel. So I'm excited for that. And then number 3 is the startup work. So the startup work has been primarily on hold right now because of iCore. But I'm in this kind of connections and follow-ups thing, because it's really, the startup work is really a patient game to play, because it's meeting someone, talking out loud, yeah, this sounds cool, this is what we're working on, all right, and then a next step might be 6 weeks from then. And this next step might just be, hey, I'm the CEO, I'm talking to you, I'm the CEO, I'm real busy, why don't you ping me in about a month, and we'll see where we're at. And so the ping could just be a, hey, what's up, and ping me again in another month, or ping me next quarter, right? So this is the relationships and timing piece. I do have a meeting this morning about some side work after iCore, which I'm excited about. And this is what I was talking about the other day, about this empathy, deploying empathy, and kind of this new me showing up with this relationship and how it's working very well with it. So I'm excited for that. And then this launch accelerator, which is this university-based, UC Berkeley-based student-run accelerator. So I'm an ambassador to this program, and so I'm looking for startups for their accelerator. So I'm going to start poking my nose around some of the startups in the area to see who might be interested in joining this launch accelerator. So that's pretty cool, and that's just more of a, that's an important piece for me. It's definitely kind of a lower priority, but at the same time, it's something that it's easy to kind of keep that wheel spinning. And what's my take on all this? Like the summary, right? I got a lot going on, so I got to be careful. Got to be careful about just keeping busy, and I want to just make sure that I focus on the priorities. Right now, iCore is the biggest priority. There's no doubt about that. My second priority right now are my social platforms, this YouTube channel, my Ends platform, and preparing for Instagram. The cool thing is I can have a lot of patience there. I'm not in a hurry to do any of that. And so I'm really, looking at what I've been doing on this channel, what I've been doing on Ends. I'm excited to get some collaborations going and see where that goes. And what this does for me is it really challenges me to be extremely effective and efficient with my time. This is the one thing I can't get back, right? Time. I can always make more money, but I can't get time back. So it really forces me to be effective and efficient with my time, and I can appreciate that. So, and it also really pushes me to ask for help to create leverage. It's one thing if I'm trying to do everything myself. It's another thing to throw out some support lines and get some help. That's the whole point of building the network. What's the point of a network if I'm not going to leverage it, if I'm not going to ask for help? And people love to help. I've just realized people love to offer up really juicy information, especially if it's about something that they are an expert in, and they can really just pass on some wisdom. And so that's what I'm also doing, is I'm asking for help, which can be very tough for me because I like to do everything myself. So it's great. So that's where I'm at. So it's a good exercise to review goals and like current work, and because if you keep your head down and you're grinding, you gotta make sure you pick your head up every so often. This is Gary Vaynerchuk's clouds and dirt thing. This is also my hot throw and cold throw thing, right? So my hot thrower is head down, my cold throw is head up. All right, I guess my hot throw is dirt, my cold throw is clouds. So this was kind of like a cloud view here. It does appear to me that I'm moving in the right direction. I'm spending a lot of time on iCore, and developing relationships, and just systematizing, and And then I would say, you know, my lowest priority right now is the startup work. I mean, that's a bit on hold. That's totally fine with me, but I still have some connections going. So I'm still like, you know, throwing out monthly activities that a month later I can return to and build on. So I guess what it ends up being is it ends up being different frequencies of work, right? iCore, I'm hitting that every day. The collaborations, I'm definitely hitting that every day. Not as much as iCore, but every day. Maybe on the front and the back end of the day, whereas iCore is like throughout the day. And then the startup work is maybe more of a weekly kind of hit. So yeah, so, you know, and you know, just talking this out loud really helps me focus on it and understand what I'm doing and make sure I'm doing things in a solid direction. And then of course all this is separate to, you know, family priorities, and I do devote a lot of time to the family, and you know, and my kids and my wife. So, you know, I want to make sure that I'm doing this work in the time that I have for it, but then when it's family time, the focus is on family time, because that's critically important. So so that's today's post. Hope you enjoyed it. Maybe, you know, have a look at your goals, see where you're at, making sure that you're not just keeping busy and that you're doing, you know, work and making progress. Please subscribe to this channel if you like what you hear. I'm interested to hear about your journey. I want to help, so comment down below. Let me know what you're up to. Let me know if I can help in any way. I would love to do it. And I've also linked some motivational videos down below. These are ones that really got me on this path for 2018, and I'm thrilled to be on it. So check those out. Got some great music, some psychedelic ambient down there. DJ Tasha Blank, loving her tribal beats. There's a DJ set from her down there. And then of course the beats in the background, that's G Money, my alter ego. Been playing drums for a couple of decades, so check out my beats on SoundCloud if you like them. You can listen to my first album for free, so it's pretty cool. And that's today's post. So you all have a great day. Go out and inspire someone. I'll talk to you later.